We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New England Patriots. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Robertson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Robertson. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, Robertson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know,
here's a diving catch right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They hand this off to Harris. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, it's Harris. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Second and 6.
Mike 29. Record. 29.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 5.
51's a mic. 51's a mic.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Switch, switch, switch.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
29 is the mic. Mic 29. Coming, baby.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, complete. Smith has it. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Robertson. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. throwing on first down. Robertson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete. A good rally. To the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The second quarter score from KC. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Robertson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. I got him. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
To throw on 2nd down, Robertson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Pats will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Jones complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now White with a first down throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, it's White. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Jones now on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Out of the gun, it's White. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Ahmed again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Salvon Ahmed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Back to you. 29 is the Mike 29. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Stevenson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Harris.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Pats are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Alert! Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Check Mike 99, Mike 99.
Back to throw. Robertson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Robertson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Robertson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Back to throw. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jones on 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. He's got Smith here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Stevenson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have moved out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Check three. Mike, 99. I got wide.
Back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Check Mike, 99. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
They'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Check Mike, 99. Mike, 99. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
It's just me and you. Check Mike, 99. Mike, 99. Let's make these.
He's back to throw.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. A A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Pats, it's a